Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing his word, sincerity, and in truth. Back with another lesson. And this is going to be about an idea, right, coming from E to mint $1 trillion platinum coin to relieve the debt, all right? $1 trillion platinum coin, all right? I'm bringing this out because this place is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, it's through, man. Okay, and there's nothing left but destruction, and showing them horns more and more. That's the only thing is left is judgment. All right. Now this is going to be an article from Axios, and it's labeled $1 trillion platinum coin could be minted at the last minute. $1 trillion platinum coin could be minted within hours of the Treasury Secretary's decision to do so, Philip Deal, former director of the United States Mint, told Axios. Right? It says congressional solutions of the debt ceiling problem could take weeks to implement, especially if the reconciliation process is used and time is running out. In case of emergency, $1 trillion coin could be deployed by bridge any gap between the money running out and the debt ceiling being raised. And this is just one big joke, man. The currency is going to hit hyperinflation. All right, you're going to see an increase. You're going to see an increase in value of other assets. You're going to see certain cryptocurrencies go up. You're going to see gold and silver go up. You're going to see a lot of these things fly through the roof because people are seeing what is going on with the U.S. dollar. All right. So what we are witnessing is the end of an era, right? The end of age, especially Esau Edoms. Okay. So time is running out. And all praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai for that. It says, this is how it would work. The U.S. Mint, which deal ran from 1994 to 2000, already produces a 1-ounce platinum eagle and has no shortage of platinum blanks already in stock. Producing $1 trillion eagle will require only the denomination to be changed. This could be quickly executed by existing plaster mold of the platinum eagle, says Deal. Then automated process would transfer the new design to a plastic resin mold. If Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, has no intention of minting such a coin, there is no reason for her not to quietly instruct the Mint director to take those steps a day or two in advance. It says at that point a coin would be struck in minutes at the West Point Mint, even if they even then needed to be physically deposited at the New York Fed. And it's all bullshit. It's all funny money. They create these things out of thin air, but it's all a dog and pony show. So you're gonna go mint this one coin with $1 trillion and write $1 trillion on it. So that makes it exist. That makes it have that value. All right, it's completely ridiculous, and that's how you know we're we're at the end of this thing. It says then it will be physically deposited at the New York Fed. That's only a short helicopter ride away, and voila, we have bought ourselves the equivalent of $1 trillion increase in the debt limit without any impact on inflation. Now, how is that? It's not going to have any impact on inflation just because you put $1 trillion on the coin and you deposit it at the Fed. The Fed is going to put what, $1 trillion worth of value out, and once that get added to the money supply, of course you're going to have a fucking inflation. So these people don't even understand what the hell they're talking about. You know, they don't even understand what they're talking about, and this is the minds of who's running society, man. All right, this devil. But let's get some scriptures, and that's gonna be it. The first scripture is Habakkuk 2:6. It says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay." And when you go into the Hebrew and go into that thick clay part at the end, It means heavy debts, heavy pledges. All right. I believe Apostle Tahar was the first one to bring this out. And that's exactly what Esau, Edom, all these governments, Western governments, but specifically Mystery Babylon, aka America, are at, man. Heavy debts, heavy pledges. And soon they're gonna let this damn bubble pop, man. And when it pops, hey, that's it, man. That's fucking it. It's gonna be pure chaos, man. Because that's what's coming, and it's all gonna be implemented by design, so you can understand. This thing is an agenda. This thing is a program. Let's go to the book of Proverbs 11:1. It says, "A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight." Right. So the idea of a $1 trillion platinum coin to fix the debt problem is complete nonsense, man. Right? You yourself got to get up and go slave whatever hours a week, 40 plus hours a week, overtime a week to make whatever you make. But these people go and just say, well, we just created $1 trillion and here, this is it. It exists now, man. You know, it's completely against the scriptures, you know, and it's completely false, right? This is an abomination. It's a false balance, a false weight. They buy up the world just by saying that their money exists now. You know, that's the devil for you, all right? But it's going to lead to the end, right? It's going to lead to the end, and it is leading to the end. I just want to get a quick story out of the scriptures, and that'll be it, man, because there's a method to the madness of doing this with the debt, and it goes back to the book of Genesis, and I'm gonna read a little bit out of it. Let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 47, and we're gonna start at the 13th verse, right? It says, "And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine." And there's going to be a real famine here in America, all right? The new Egypt, everything repeats itself, so you can understand, all right? So these things that played out in the ancient world, in the scriptures, guess what? They're going to play out again in this time period. Verse 14, "And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought, and Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house." And you're going to see people getting taxed into oblivion. Oblivion. You had, I believe it was the Treasury, come out and say they want to implement a bill that want to see and document any transactions over $600, man. So they want to check everything out. They want to tax everything, and they want to follow and see what you're purchasing, man. Right? Even though they do that now, but they want to put even a higher microscope on everything, man, because they know the money is getting ready to be destroyed, right? And they want to see what everybody is doing, and then they're going to urge them to accept the new currency, which is ultimately going to be an implantable chip, which is the mark spoken about in the book of Revelation. What was that? Genesis 47:15. It says, "And when money failed in the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan, and all Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, Give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence, for the money faileth?" So you got to understand something. The money is just a way to get goods and services. But ultimately those goods, that food, that land, right? Water, stuff that people need things that people need every single day is also ultimately more valuable than land. That's why you see your boy, Mr. Microsoft, buying up what? All of the farmlands, all of the seeds. He knows what time it is. It's a time of a famine coming, and he's preparing to have the people in a pinch, man. Okay? In a real pinch when that money fails. Verse 16, "And Joseph said, Give your cattle, and I will give for your cattle if money fail. And they bought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year." So they had to give up all their assets to what? Just to eat, man. All right, everything they own just to eat because the money failed. So you're gonna see people giving away cars. It's gonna be crazy out here, man. Things that would be held in such esteem months ago, when the money actually fails, when the shit really hits the fan, they're gonna give these things away, right? For what? For bread and water. Verse 18. When that year was ended, they came unto the second year and said unto him, We will not hide it from my Lord how that our money is spent. My Lord also have our herds of cattle. There is not out left in thy sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands. So what's next is slavery, man. That's what's next. And that ties in to what I was saying earlier with the mark spoken about in the book of Revelation. That's ultimately where all these things are going. So that mark is gonna need to do what? To buy and sell. And if you don't have it, which means you ain't gonna. If you don't have that mark, it means you're gonna be outside the system, right? And if you're outside their system, you're not gonna get their digital credits, the universal income, right? And and you're gonna be cast out. But we already know this, and we are already prepared mentally for this. You see? But like I said, everything repeats itself. Okay? The next step is ultimately for the ones that submit is slavery, man. They're going to put everybody in a corner and put everything in a box. You can forget that going back to normal nonsense. But that's the point. I don't want to keep rambling on. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Shai. Shalom next time.